So we're just going to go through 3 stretches to help out with the hips at the end of the day. Often if you've been sat in a chair for a long period, the hips get really tight and this leads to a lot of tension in the lower back. So we're just going to start with a low lunge. So from a kneeling position, left foot can step forwards, lean into the front knee, hands on the front thigh, and just gently press that right hip forwards and down. Roll the shoulder blades down the back, and we're looking for a bit of an arch in the spine here. Lift the chest. So for a lot of low lunges, I know we're trying to keep the spine relatively neutral, but in this situation, because we're thinking about the fact that we've been sat in a chair all day, we're trying to get a little bit of extension through the spine as well, because most likely if we've been sat in a chair, we've been sat in flexion for most of the day. So hands can be on the thigh, we can roll the shoulder blades down the back, look forwards and up, and then just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose into the front of the chest. If you're comfortable, you can bring the hands to the hips, squeeze the elbows back, lift the chest and look up. So try to take about 30 seconds, a minute in each of these postures. Then bringing the hands to the ground inside the left foot. If you need a little more space, you can squidge that left foot out to the sides. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then gently rocking forwards and backwards. If you need blocks underneath the hands, feel free to use blocks underneath the hands here. And then we're going to drop the back knee down to the ground, release the back foot. And then it depends how flexible you are. So if you're particularly flexible, you can drop straight onto the forearms. Maybe the left forearm comes down, maybe the right forearm comes down. Otherwise, just gently walking the hands forwards. Keep looking forwards and lifting the chest, and try to keep this left shoulder against the left knee, the left thigh. So we're not letting this left leg drop out to the side. If you're just bending one arm, try and keep that right elbow straight, and just bend the left elbow so we sink in towards the left hip. So take the variation that's best for you and just breathing here. As you inhale, imagine lengthening the spine, and as you exhale, just sinking a little bit deeper. Again, taking 30 seconds, a minute, whatever is right for you here, and then walking the hands back. Just coming back to all fours, hands come down to the ground, left knee steps back. Then we're just going to step to pigeon. So the left knee comes to the left wrist, the ankle comes across the body. So this depends on your flexibility. You drop the hips down to the ground, the left knee wants to be out to the side of the body. So if the left hip doesn't reach the ground, you can take a block, place the block underneath the left hip, and then you can walk the hands forwards and down. If you're flexible, the forehead can rest on the ground. And again, this takes a little bit of playing around. Keep in mind that there are different muscle fibers through the hip rotators. And we want to work on the different muscle fibers. So you can start to open the hip up a little. If the left hip is on the ground, you can start to bring the shin angle closer to 90 degrees. So as you raise the shin up, you can either again walk the hands forwards, press that right hip forwards, or you can press the right hand onto the sole of the left foot. Press across the body, fold forwards, left hand can reach forwards. You can rest the head on the hand, and you can start to press the prayer into the center of the chest, or just stay where you were, walk the hands forwards, or rest the head on the hands. You should be feeling this on the outside of the left hip or down the back of the left hip. And then slowly just walking the hands back and switching sides. So just doing exactly the same on the other side. Both sides are different. One side will feel much easier than the other. So take your time getting into the posture on one side and start to spend a bit longer on each side. See if you can sink into the postures here. If you can, use this after a workout. Your body will be much warmer. You'll be able to sink into the postures a lot easier.